Are you looking for a lightweight power station to use while camping or at home? Well, stick around. I'm going to be telling you guys why I think the Ecoflow River 2 is the best power station to use in those situations. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to really show support for the channel. Also, give this video a like and leave a comment below to let me know that I should do more videos like this. Recently, Ecoflow sent me the Ecoflow River 2 that you see in front of me here to try out and review. I didn't get paid to do this, so this is really just my honest opinion about the Ecoflow River 2. And honestly speaking, I've been a big fan of Ecoflow since its Kickstarter day. They continue to make improvements throughout the years, and it's really shown in the Ecoflow River 2. First of all, let's talk about the general feature of the Ecoflow River 2. It has a 256 watt-hour capacity. The AC output for the Ecoflow River 2 is 300 watt, but the surge is 600 watt. This means that you can essentially run an electronic device that requires more than 300 watts AC to 600 watts. The Ecoflow River 2 has at least one port or outlet for most of your common electrical devices. It has a DC 12 volt outlet, 2 USB-A port, 1 USB-C port, and 2 AC outlets. This is enough for me to charge my phone, my laptop, camera batteries, and run different appliances in the base camp. It doesn't have a lot of ports and outlets compared to other bigger power stations, but I think it provides enough for a variety of devices with consideration to its size of only being 7 pounds. Speaking of size, I love how the Ecoflow River 2 is designed like a box with a handle that doesn't protrude. It's easy to grab onto, to carry around, stack things on top of it, and pack it in a tight spot. The 7 pounds weight is also a relief because I used to lug around a 60 pounds power station and my bag is not liking that at all. Now that you know all the basic features of the Ecoflow River 2, let's talk about why the Ecoflow River 2 is such a game changer. Let's talk about the best key features that the Ecoflow River 2 has to offer. Ecoflow has always been ahead of the game in the battery charging speed. They took it to another level and has really improved charging speed from 0 to 100% in 1 hour with the Ecoflow River 2. Can you think of any other power station that can do this? The closest that I've found is 0 to 100 in 1.6 hours. I discharged the Ecoflow River 2 to 0% and charged it via AC input to see how fast it charges. The expected AC charge input for the Ecoflow River 2 is 360 watts. It took a couple of minutes for the Ecoflow River 2 to ramp up its charging speed, but once it gets going, it will charge about 340 watts. When it passes 80%, it will give a final push charge, speeding up the AC input close to 350 watts. It's amazing that it can charge to 100% in an hour. You can also charge via solar or a 12 volt DC outlet. Of course, these two alternative charging methods will result in a slower charge due to its power input. Solar charging has a max input of 220 watts and is expected to charge the Ecoflow River 2 in about 3 hours. Keep in mind that the XT60 to MC4 cable required to connect from the solar panel to the power station is sold separately. It's a simple setup with only one solar panel, unlike my bigger 2000 watt-hour battery pack that requires 2 solar panels due to voltage requirements. DC charging is also a great alternative because you can plug it into your car while driving. It will charge the Ecoflow River 2, but at a very slow charging rate. Next up, let's talk about the type of battery that's inside the Ecoflow River 2. Ecoflow uses the best battery in the industry for its power station. In this case, it is lithium iron phosphate, abbreviated as LFP battery. This battery is the same lithium battery that is used in RVs that require heavy usage under various rough environments including temperature and elevation change. It has a life cycle of over 3,000. This means that you would have to use 100% of your battery every day for 10 years to see any performance decrease. Other brand power stations only have 500 cycles and will decrease performance way before the Ecoflow River 2. Now let's talk about the price. How does the Ecoflow River 2 compare to other similar power stations? Well, the Jackery has a 240 watt-hour power station for $219.99. And Blue Yeti has a 260 watt-hour power station for $239. Ecoflow is having a Black Friday sales right now, and you can get the Ecoflow River 2 for $219, discounted from the original price of $299. In addition to that, you can use the promo code in the description to get an extra 5% off when purchasing the Ecoflow River 2. There's also a second promo code that will give you a 5% off the sale price of any other Ecoflow products if you decide to get something else. Considering the battery capacity, price, and features that each power station offers, the Ecoflow River 2 is the best deal for this Black Friday. I took the Ecoflow River 2 on a camping trip with me this weekend to see how well it performed. You might be thinking, you have an RV, so why do you need a power station? The truth is, we mostly go to camping sites without hookups, so I've always carried a power station to run appliances because I don't have an inverter. I put the Ecoflow River 2 to the test by running my 3 most important appliances: the coffee grinder, the espresso machine, and rice cooker. The coffee grinder worked perfectly well, using about 1% of battery for each grind of a double espresso shot. I didn't expect the espresso machine to work with the Ecoflow River 2, but I tested it anyways. The espresso machine requires up to 1500 watts when pulling shots. As expected, I couldn't make espresso due to the high energy requirement. The good news is that the Ecoflow River 2 gives you an error when there is an overload, but you can quickly resolve that error and continue to use the power station for other tasks. I then move on to test the rice cooker. The Ecoflow River 2 can surprisingly power the rice cooker for a rice cooking cycle. It takes about 30% of the battery capacity for one cycle though. I usually cook rice maybe twice on a short camping trip, so the Ecoflow River 2 is just enough with some spare capacity for other tasks. I also tried plugging in all my other smaller electronic devices, such as charging the iPhone, charging camera batteries, a lantern, and even my laptop. It worked flawlessly while charging all these devices at the same time. Besides camping, I also take it to the coffee shop sometimes. I love the freedom to sit anywhere in a coffee shop without being bound to a power outlet. I love the fact that the Ecoflow River 2 can really give me this freedom while I get some work done on my laptop. I have the M1 MacBook Pro 16-inch, and one of the most convenient features of the Ecoflow River 2 is that it has a USB-C charging port. I can just plug a USB-C cord into the Ecoflow River 2 to charge my MacBook Pro at 60 watts without bringing a power adapter. It will charge at 140 watt with the MacBook Pro power adapter. I don't have to worry about running out of battery during a long session of video editing. In conclusion, the Ecoflow River 2 is an excellent power station. It can charge or run all lower power electronics or appliances with no problem at all. It's so light that it makes it easy to pack for camping if you have a lot of stuff, and also you can take it to other places such as like coffee shops, your office, or anywhere else that requires a portable power station. Having multiple ways to charge the Ecoflow River 2 really extends the battery usage beyond expectations. So what are you waiting for? Go out there and get yourself an Ecoflow River 2 for this holiday season, especially during the Black Friday sale. Ecoflow is having its biggest Black Friday sale ever. Don't forget to check the promo code in the description so that way you can get more discount on the Ecoflow River 2, and if that doesn't work out for you, you can get any of the other products from Ecoflow for the same discount. Let me know what you think about the Ecoflow River 2 in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.